She left her laptop turned on, her purse gutted, and simply vanished. No screams, no struggle, as if she had been erased from reality. That happens in movies, but this was real. Where did a woman named Amber Gerweck disappear to? And why doesn't even the police believe the official story? To understand this story, one needs to go back to April 2011. That's when 32-year-old Amber Gerweck, a Michigan resident, vanished from her apartment near Jackson. The woman was divorced and raising 4 children, and also worked on contract for the Department of Homeland Security. In mid-April, while the children were visiting relatives, she stopped showing up to work and her phone stopped responding. Loved ones reported the woman missing to the police. Police searched Gerweck's house, where she lived with her children, but she was nowhere to be found. All the evidence found pointed to a crime. The laptop was turned on and lying on the bed, nearby Amber's gutted handbag. Everything looked as if she had been going about her business, and then someone or something forced her to drop everything and leave. From the house, only Amber's wallet and car keys were missing. Only a few hours later, the missing woman's car was found abandoned in a supermarket parking lot in Georgia, 600 miles from her home. In the car were the keys, the wallet, and a bag of groceries from a nearby supermarket. Surveillance footage from the store shows Amber shopping. She appears healthy and unharmed, slightly unsure in her actions, but there's no clear sign that Amber is afraid or being coerced. In the video, the woman was alone, but at the same time, store cameras recorded a suspicious man in a blue cup. He was declared wanted, and his composite sketch was sent out to all police departments. By the end of the first week after the woman's disappearance, Georgia police conducted a thorough search around Amber's house, as well as near the supermarket where she was last seen. Behind that supermarket stretched several miles of wild terrain, overgrown with thorny bushes, a perfect place to hide evidence or even a body. Police combed every meter of the thorny thickets behind the supermarket, but strangely, no traces, no evidence, as if Amber had vanished into thin air. A few weeks later, the case stalled, or maybe it was deliberately slowed down. Amber Gerweck's car was found in a place where the woman had never been, at a significant distance from her home. However, from that parking lot it was only 50 miles to Amber's parents' house. Although they claimed that the woman had been very busy at work and would hardly have suddenly decided to take a trip without telling anyone about it. All these oddities became increasingly unexplainable when not a single lead led to her whereabouts. In addition, Amber's fingerprints were not in the database, neither in the federal one, nor even in the local one. As if she had never existed. Her clothes, gray, nondescript, as if chosen specifically not to attract attention. Such an outfit could have been worn by anyone. Her facial features, unremarkable. She could have gotten lost in any crowd, become part of the background. And then, 3 weeks after the disappearance, the situation took an unexpected turn. At night, a woman came into the police station in the town of Joliet, Illinois, stating that she did not remember who she was or where she was from. The police, having no other options, assumed she had amnesia and took her to the hospital. When attempts to identify her identity yielded no results, they decided to publish her photo in the media. And then, everything changed in the most unforeseen way. New mysteries only began to emerge after local residents recognized the unknown woman as the missing woman from Jackson. The police verified and confirmed this information. But how had she survived for 3 weeks without memory? And why had she been seen in a cafe, as if nothing had happened? Gerweck's parents, upon arrival, immediately recognized her. However, Amber herself did not remember her parents, nor her 4 children, nor how she ended up in another state, and what had happened to her all this time. According to her, the last thing she remembered was playing with a toy bear when she was 12 years old. Why was that fragment of memory preserved? Could someone have deliberately erased her memory, leaving only that harmless childhood moment? The police also tried to find out how Amber had covered 600 miles without a car and money. Toxicology tests revealed neither drugs nor alcohol. No signs of injury or violence were found either. Judging by her physical condition and clothing, Amber had been eating well and living in normal conditions for 3 weeks. Our detectives worked with the hospital staff, and this really looks like a genuine case of amnesia, said Deputy Police Chief Mycroft. The police chief also stated, "She looks confused, truly does not know who she is or why she is in Joliet." After Amber's photograph was shown on television, some restaurant workers in Joliet stated that they had seen this woman in the city before. It would seem the case was on the verge of being solved, but it became even stranger. "She came here on Saturday or Sunday at 5:30 in the morning," says Valentina Jordans, who noticed nothing unusual in Amber's behavior. "She sat down and drank her coffee, read the newspaper, and that's all." Why was she behaving so calmly? Doctors began to search for reasons. Her amnesia could have been caused by a severe trauma, physical or emotional, possibly an illness. But neither tests nor examinations provided answers. Amber herself said that her memory was gradually returning. But 3 weeks were missing from her life, and instead of peace, they brought fear. Because what she began to remember frightened her more than the disappearance itself. There are many theories about what happened to Gerweck, including one suggesting she was recruited by intelligence services. After all, Amber worked for the Department of Homeland Security. Many people, after the broadcast about Gerweck, including Amber's former husband, do not believe in the disappearance story at all and think that she staged the whole thing together with her parents. In February 2012, 10 months after her unusual journey, Amber had a breakthrough. "The memories flooded me, but instead of relief, they brought a new source of pain. I remembered so much harsh truth about myself, things that could very well have caused the amnesia," the woman said. However, she never specified exactly what she remembered, only hinted that she was unhappy and mentally unwell, as her former husband added. By the way, he believes that all of it is a lie. So what was that? Intelligence services? Mental illness? Or something even stranger? And what do you think? Real amnesia or a carefully planned escape? Write in the comments, maybe your version will uncover this mystery.